So we're officially in the 7th month of the 7th year. Namaste, all you amazing, magical, infinite beings. In today's vlog, we are busy unpacking the energies that are going to be available for you in this month of July 2023. The day of this video, the 3rd of July, we actually have a full moon energy. So how does it get even better than that? And remember, the 7 energy is all about going deeper within your own spiritual evolution, your own self-mastery journey, your own deep dive into remembering that you are first and foremost a spiritual, infinite, energetic, vibrational, multidimensional oneness being who is choosing to have a temporary physical human experience. So you're only here for a short while. And we're here to achieve certain things that are actually going to assist us with our spiritual evolution and our soul's evolution. So many of the times, everybody gets completely sidetracked, completely distracted with what this 3rd dimensional matrix has to offer. So we know from the last video of June 2023, glitches in the matrix. If you haven't seen that, I'll pop a link somewhere up above for you to go ahead and take a look at that. So with the matrix crumbling and glitches occurring in the matrix, it allows for this big spotlight to be shone on the 3rd dimensional reality. So all those cracks and all the things that no longer serve you, no longer empower you, no longer suit you because they're based on a lie. Because remember, this 3rd dimensional reality is a complete lie. It's everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. So when this big spotlight starts shining itself onto where the cracks are, where the lies are, it really does become so much more easier for you to navigate your own self-mastery journey. It's a lot easier for you to look at the belief systems that you've been busy working with, whether they, number one, were they yours? A lot of the belief systems which actually just taken on from family and society. So it gives you that space, and that's what July is going to offer for everyone because of the 7th month in the 7th year. Is that space, is that energy for you to tap into deeper levels of awareness, deeper levels of consciousness, for you to really connect to that high vibration that you actually function on as the infinite being that you truly be. But because of all this, the noise and the focus on our physical avatars and the focus on this 3rd dimensional reality, which again is just the matrix of lies and limitation and illusion, we forget that as our natural state, number one is unconditional love. So that's our baseline frequency. We have compassion. We have all these higher vibrational energies actually within us. We're just not connecting to it because we've got all this fluff and all this outside external noise. So July is going to offer you that space. And if you're not creating it yourself, please, please, please be aware that the universe is going to find ways to get your attention, to slow things down in order to create the space for you to get really clear of why you are here. We know we all have an inner purpose. Our inner purpose is always to be centered and aligned to that unconditional love frequency, that compassion, that joy, that bliss, that prosperity consciousness. That is where we're meant to be functioning from all the time, so that our journey on the outer purposes is that we are so in sync with every possibility and every opportunity that is available for us. So if your life isn't flowing the way that you would like it to, you're just possibly out of sync. So your inner alignment, your inner purpose is not fully activated. Again, that is really easy to do when you get clear and you stop playing victim and you stop having a story and you decide, hey, I'm changing my story. My past doesn't define me. It may have gotten me to this point in time, but I'm going to choose to create something completely different for myself now and going into the future. So that space to get really clear of what is yours, what is not yours. And again, to see where are you meant to be? Like, what are those outer purposes meant to be for you? Again, we're not meant to be chasing anything in this reality. That's, again, something that has just been taught to us. So that we're constantly chasing money, chasing happiness, chasing joy, chasing love. When we are magnetic vibrational beings, our whole thing is to attract things. And then again, if your inner alignment and your inner energies are not functioning from the higher levels of energy, like you haven't aligned all of that, you are going to be attracting some pretty interesting things. And I'm sure most of the times those things that you're attracting are not actually lining up with what you would like. So again, July creates that space for you to get really, really clear. Also to get really humble with everything. So being humble, having gratitude, having grace, having compassion for yourself and for your journey also changes everything within your energetic field so that you start attracting things that match grace, gratitude, compassion, joy, that prosperity consciousness, because again, it's just an energy. It's you looking around at your life and actually seeing all the blessings that already surround you. Your logical mind, your ego mind, and society is going to tell you that what you have is nothing. You're not where you're supposed to be. All those stories that make you feel like you have to chase or make you feel like you're not good enough with what you actually have. That again is linked to the third dimensional reality, third dimensional matrix, which is just lies, limitations, and illusions. Because in this moment, and again, I know it's something very tricky for the logical mind and ego mind to consider. In this moment, you have everything you desire. Inside of you, you have absolutely everything that you could ever desire, everything that you could ever want as an energy inside of you. And it's just a matter of going inwards to tune into that energy, to tap into that energy. So again, as within, so without. If your inner purpose is in alignment, or should I say you are in alignment with your inner purpose, your outer purposes are going to come to you so easily. Yes, we get stuck in our own way because we have this very fixed idea of what our outer purpose and what our life should be like. And the one thing that I've noticed, as soon as you provide yourself with so much space and you have this trust and you have the surrender energy and you have a statement that all of life comes to me with ease, joy, glory, grace, love, magic, miracles, possibilities, mysteries, miracles. That is your statement. Your next statement could be something like, everything is always working out for me. And you're putting that out into the universe. Again, you are attracting, everything is working out for you. But if you can detach from that fixation of what it should look like, when it should be, you leave that beautiful space for your higher self and for the universe to surprise you with so many incredible things. Those outer purposes that you actually on a higher self level said, this is what I'm coming to the earth realm for. These are the experiences that I would like to go through, that I know are going to be so beneficial for my soul's evolution, for my soul's growth. And again, we don't tend to feed our soul. We're actually feeding our ego most of the time. Something else that I actually came up with, I came across a quote that said that social media actually gives people a megaphone when it should be giving some people a mirror. So it's always why I'm very mindful and aware of what I post and when I post, so that I'm not falling into that trap of just having that megaphone and just blurting things out just because it's numbers, it's subscribers, it's followers, it's this and it's that. And actually just realizing before anything, bring up the mirror. Is this in alignment with me? Is it in alignment with the things that are going to match my outer purpose? Is it in alignment with the people I have a soul contract with to guide, to facilitate, to lead, to plant those seeds of consciousness? Because it may be just one conversation with a person. It may be just one video for a person. And I want you to bring this into your own life, knowing that you have a soul contract with so many people, and it might just be one conversation that you have with the person that actually guides them to choose something so much better for themselves. It's one of those things where you tend to encourage people. So it's about being the invitation. So being the change that you want to see in the world is actually all about being the invitation. And I promise you, all of this relates to the energy of July 2023. Again, remember, it's about the space in order to allow your soul to grow, allow your self-mastery journey to actually expand in those higher levels and deeper levels of awareness and consciousness, so that you really just get that noise out the way, you get the fluff out the way, you get the old story out the way, and that you can remember, again, that you're first and foremost a spiritual, infinite, vibrational, omnipresent, multidimensional being who's choosing to have a temporary physical experience. So don't get caught up too much in the physical experience. Enjoy it, embrace it, have fun with it, but always make sure that you are detached from it, that you leave that space, that you don't have any points of views if things don't go according to your mind's plan or to your ego's plan. You've got lots of space to be like, oh, okay, so I really would have loved this to happen. It didn't. So what else is possible? How does it get even better than that? What else is available to me right now? And if you can use this month in order to, again, like I said, if you can create the space yourself, even better, because if you don't, the universe is going to very, very much so assist you to create that space. And this is where journaling is going to be your best friend. If you can journal what is coming up for you, it makes it a lot easier to be crystal clear of what is occurring in my life. What would I like to let go of? What would I like to add into my life? And more importantly, just have that awareness. Are some of the people you're following, are they people who just love the sound of their own voice? They love the feeling of sort of, being popular on social media. And I'm not saying this with everyone. I mean, there are a lot of people in the consciousness industry and in the spirituality industry who do tend to have this megaphone, and they're actually feeding their own egos more than anything else. So again, use your discernment. It's such a beautiful thing for you to have that own awareness by yourself. Follow what resonates, follow what feels light, and discard the rest. Don't even make it a point of view if someone is actually, someone that you've been following or something is sort of like pushing your buttons. Just recognize that. And recognize that the buttons are being pushed because maybe it isn't in alignment with you. Even if it happens to be me, I've really gotten to that point where it is okay. There's like the surrender that whoever is meant to receive a message and is meant to receive some guidance or whatever it is. And again, please bring this into your own life of what you are doing within your own world, within your own outer purposes, especially if you feel that you have a call to be of service, not in service. And I can also share with you that because of the universal law of divine oneness, that we each have a part to play in this bigger picture of what is occurring for everyone's soul evolution, for everyone's soul growth. That is why there seem to be so many more spiritual people popping up. People maybe you've never heard of before in your entire life, but they're just popping up with this message, with this an awareness. And a lot of the times they have very fresh new energy, which is amazing because, again, it tends to be the same thing over and over again. However, we also know that we learn with repetition, because the more you hear something, you get it when you get it. You see it when you see it. You hear it when you hear it. So again, just wrapping up this vlog in terms of the energy of July 2023. Create the space for yourself. Please do a deeper dive within your own self-mastery journey and really get clear and make sure that you actually are living in alignment with your inner purpose. The joy, the bliss, the compassion, the grace. Grace is such an important factor. And the prosperity consciousness, that within your own energetic field, you feel prosperous. Doesn't matter what's happening on the external world, because remember, all your old belief systems have created the poverty consciousness that exists, and society is feeding that big time. But again, tap into that prosperity consciousness that exists within. You are abundant. The universe is abundant. There is everything that you could ever possibly require and more. And it's just a matter of getting out of our own way and just, again, sinking in to that inner purpose, that inner alignment, so that you start creating actually what your soul is asking for. So ditch the plan of your life. Again, somewhere along here, there's one of my very, very old vlogs in terms of ditch the plan of your life. Start just flowing with what the universe is offering you, knowing that you are creating it, you are attracting it. And if you are pushing stuff, and if you're forcing stuff, and if you're chasing stuff, you are working against your soul's growth and against your soul's evolution. And if that is occurring in your world, again, the energy and support of July is going to make things possibly very uncomfortable for you to get your attention to say, something has to change. This is not what you were meant to be doing. This is not how you were designed to live in this life. You are meant to easily attract, easily create. And then if what you're wanting to create and attract hasn't showed up as yet, just know divine timing plays a huge part. Again, there is so much that has to fall into place. And if we sat back and just watched the intricate moments and intricate things that are busy falling into place for something to occur, not just for us, there are like lots of people involved with this, it will blow our minds. And it's probably a good thing that our logical minds get blown in terms of that fact. So we can also bring in the grace and the humbleness to be like, wow, like this is what occurs in the universe. This is what divine consciousness goes through to make sure that each and every single person is exactly where they are meant to be for the highest well-being of ourselves and our own soul evolution, as well as the highest well-being for the all. So that's the energies that you can expect in the month of July. Just have that awareness, and sending you lots of love, lots of magic, lots of space for you to have that beautiful energy around you to create what it is you would like to create. And then again, what is it that you still want to invite in for the remainder of 2023? Get crystal clear, be honest with yourself, and until the next vlog, I will see you soon.